This is the level.The TV. It is the Friday, 11th day of April, 2025. Welcome to our newspaper review. Straight away we go to the Standard, whereby the main headline is Echoes of Oppression. This is in regard to the yesterday's Butere Girls drama play that failed to be staged at the national scene. It was a very unfortunate state that the state didn't want the play to be showcased to the general public at the national drama festivals. Other people argue that the play didn't follow guidelines as per the 2025 drama festival's theme.
I had an opportunity to discuss with one of the top education stakeholders as far as this drama is concerned, and he did inform me, Honorable Speaker, that the theme of this year's drama festival for the secondary schools was leveraging technology to nurture talent while inculcating national values for socio-economic development. Honorable Speaker, that was the theme of this year's, or that is the theme of this year's drama festival. Leveraging technology to nurture talent. To nurture talent. Technology, Honorable Speaker. Looking at the excerpts of what is purported to be the drama by Butere Girls, Honorable Speaker, it has nothing close to technology, Honorable Speaker.
But it's very unfortunate because this play didn't just come to be staged at the national scene. This drama play by Butere Girls was staged at the sub-county level. It was staged at county level. It was staged at regional levels. And remember, all these levels that they were supposed to be presented, adjudicators confirmed that indeed the play merited to go to the next stage. I wonder now it is at the national level. A member of parliament stands at the floor of the house and says that the play didn't meet the national drama festival's theme. So unfortunate. Indeed, the very member of parliament even didn't listen to the play. Huh? That is so serious. And I think they had to read through the synopsis of the echoes of play. That is what was shocking the people in power. Briefly, let me read you through the synopsis of the echoes of play drama by Butere Girls. There exists a natural balance between respect for the old and care for the young. Those who are old bring experience, while those who are young bring enthusiasm and creative innovation. This is the relationship that weaves together our every revolutionary society. This play is a hyperbole attempt to illustrate the widening gap between two generations, the old and the young. The artistic content is set in the Royal Velvet Emirates, a fictitious kingdom in the Middle East. In this kingdom, the old have quickly lost trust of the young generation. The young are agitating by the inflexible strictness of the old. The balance is an inevitable compromise. That is the synopsis of Echoes of Play. You see, in fact, it is not in a Kenyan setting. It is a United Arab Emirates setting. Now you wonder why the state all this worry that they don't want the play to be staged. It was so unfortunate. And I think those girls are seriously traumatized. Now the ministry is claiming that they gave those girls an opportunity to stage the play at the national scene. But wewe unaweza enda kwa uwanja bila coach kweli? You've been preparing with your coach. How can you go on stage without your coach, without your costumes, without your props? It is so unfortunate. And I think the government decided that Echoes of Play should not be staged inside a theater room, but instead it should be staged outside, live and direct, because what was happening in Nakuru yesterday was exactly echoes of war.
In the play, habari zenu? Nini imefanyika huko ndani?
There. Can you please tell us what has happened?
We were harassed by the police.
What did they tell you?
They took us to stage with nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
So when you got in there,
National anthem, and we said we are not performing.
Yes.
Without our rights.
we are just mere high school children.
What is happening? What's happening? 3 weeks.
We want
We are not going back to Butere.
The girls are running. I don't know where they're going. Guys! The girls are running. I don't know what's happening. This is the situation as it stands. This is a school bus escorted by police, armed police officers, escorting girls.
The government decided to perform echoes of war physically and practically, because why throw tear gas to kids? That was so unfortunate. A person, an OCPD, that is the sub-county commander of Sane Mind, why should you throw tear gas to kids? That was so unfortunate. Again, on Echoes of Play, you see different leaders had to weigh in their opinions. I think yesterday Senator Okiya Omtata was at the Senate, and he was seriously saddened by what took place, since he is also a playwright. Listen in what Senator Okiya Omtata had to say.
I am also a published playwright, for those who don't know. I could be the topmost playwright living in Kenya today. And I've written plays. I've published plays. My plays are being taught in the Black Drama series in the USA. It doesn't mean that I cannot, that I'm somebody less a human being than who cannot just engage in a school. So you can't say that I cannot go with my vast experience into a school and participate in their drama festivals. So I think as a country, we are dancing down a very, very dangerous slippery slope that is going to attempt and stifle freedom of expression. And above all, after a court has ordered, assuming there was a dispute, the emergency there was none, to just overzealous individuals, assuming there was a dispute, and the court has resolved that dispute by giving specific orders, we cannot afford to defy those orders. If you don't agree with the orders, go back to the court that issued them and demand that they be lifted. The Echoes of War is a beautiful script whose performance should be allowed to go free of charge, and the arrest of the author and the detention of the author, the former Senator for Kakamega, Mr. Malala, is something that I condemn in the strongest terms possible, and the use of excessive force against children is not acceptable.
We see different leaders coming on board to condemn what really happened to Butere Girls. Governor Natembeya also came out broadly and said that was a wrong approach towards what was done to Butere Girls. Governor Natembeya accused the state of intimidating the voice of reason in our Republic, Kenya, which is a very wrong form of leadership. This is what Governor Natembeya said yesterday.
Ningependa kuchukua nafasi pia kushtumu lile jambo ambalo limefanyika kule Nakuru, hapo wanafunzi wa shule ya upili ya Butere ya wasichana wameingiliwa sana mpaka ikafika kiwango kwamba hawakuweza kuperform. Na mnajua mambo ya drama ni drama tu, na lazima play nzuri lazima reflect reality. Na sisi ambao tu katika sehemu za katika nafasi za uongozi Hiyo ni njia moja ya sisi kupata feedback kwamba hivi ndivyo wananchi wetu wanahisi. Ikifika wakati ambapo watoto wa shule wanakuwa na play kama hiyo, wengine wanaangalia nani aliscript hiyo play, but ujumbe ule ambao kwa hiyo play ni upi. Na sisi kama viongozi tunatakana ku-encourage watoto wetu wakuwe na freedom ya expression.
There's a fella who is called Eric Wamumbi. That is the Madira member of parliament. This guy is a very funny character. This is what he said. Cleophas Malala hafai kuambatana na wanafunzi wa shule ya wasichana ya Butere kwa sababu yeye si wa jinsia moja nao na yeye si mwalimu. That is a member of parliament. Brothers and sisters, that is a member of parliament. That is a member of parliament trying to insinuate that a girls' school is only supposed to have female teachers. Again, you should not deny, as Senator Okiya Mtata says, you should not deny these kids to be trained by professionals.
And the use of non-teaching staff in extracurricular activities like writing and directing plays, like coaching people during football, volleyball, netball games, for coaching kids during music festivals is allowed, because a school is not an island. A school is part of the wider community and it should interact with the wider community.
You see, you cannot limit co-curriculum activities to just be trained by teachers. You see, most of these teachers don't have that knowledge in that specific co-curricular activity. That is why schools go outside board to hire professionals. We've seen professionals coaching school football teams, school rugby teams. Why is it so hard and tough in the arts industry? In the arts industry, the school can also hire professionals so that to nurture these kids to greater heights in future. It's so unfortunate that a member of parliament like Eric Wamumbi can come up with such funny and basic, in fact they are petty, accusations towards former Senator Cleophas Malala. Again on the Standard, a Ruto lawyer bows out of IBC interview. That is Bwana Katwa Kigen. You see, this country is a very funny country sometimes. Katwa Kigen knew very well. He is a lifetime lawyer to His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Why should you apply for IBC commissioner job? Because you know very well the President William Samoei Ruto, who is your boss, will be contesting in 2027. That is a conflict of interest, Bwana Katwa Kigen. Now you see you've wasted that chance. Another reasonable and responsible Kenyan would have been nominated in that position. But you, since because of greed, and I think ni aibu tu imekushika hapo, maybe you've been advised by your boss. That's why he decided to step aside and not to attend the IBC commissioner interviews. You know, sometimes we joke too much as a nation. And people like Katwa Kigen are the type of people who joke around with our minds. I don't know why he didn't recognize that it will attract so much backlash. That is if he was nominated to be an IBC commissioner. And automatically he would have been nominated. If he had attended the interviews, he would have been nominated. You know very well how our country works. People who know people. Very sad state of affairs. Straight, let us jump onto the Daily Nation. The Daily Nation's headline is Echoes of War as per the Standard. You see, that was a very saddening state whereby the government of the day was trying to suppress voice of those small young girls. It was very sad. And the funny thing, however powerful you are, you can never fight art. President William Samoei Ruto's administration should be reminded that however powerful you are, you can never fight art. Art is so powerful than bullets. Art is so powerful than bomb blasts. Art is so powerful than swords. You can never fight art. that was what was coming onto the Friday 11th day of April dailies. And this is the Lord Aboga TV. Till next time. Bye.